Okay guys, this is my SkyWalker flight. I've just been testing and tuning in the new MyFlyDream AutoPilot system. And I'm not at my typical field right now, but I'm going to go fly it and see what happens. Okay guys, so it was a great day to fly. It was very sunny and there was not too much wind, just enough so I had a nice headwind on the way out. It was about 4 knots. But I think I'm just going to familiarize you guys with my new OSD. It's made by MyFlyDream. So if you take a look in the top left corner, you can see STB. That stands for stability mode. Stability mode will maintain the plane's attitude as well as its roll, and it'll keep the wings level and keep you flying nicely. Even in the wind, it'll work perfectly. It's great. If you look up at the top of the screen where the arrow is, that's my current heading. Give me a second, here we go with the goggles. We're going to put in auto-circle mode for a minute. If you look back towards the top left of the screen where the control modes are, you will notice I just switched to auto-circle mode. Auto-circle mode will basically make the plane circle on a specific path while maintaining altitude. It's actually really handy when putting on video goggles or sitting down in a chair or just getting situated before you decide to go on your long-range flight. Okay, I'm underneath the goggles now. Take it out of auto-circle mode. Okay, now I'm flying FPV. Notice the distance in the bottom center of the screen. Just adjusting the brightness and contrast on my goggles because I can't read any of this stuff. This is a point where I made the switch from line of sight to my FPV goggles. As soon as I put the goggles on, it was super sunny outside, so everything in the goggles was pitch black and I could not make out one thing. It was very difficult to get situated with it, and it took me quite a long time until I could actually start to see something. So I would be flying back and forth from line of sight to my goggles and on and off until I could finally see something through there. I was able to make a nice flight. Just gonna make a nice climb out. I gotta get orientated. There's also a thing. It's definitely getting knocked around up here, there's wind. At this time, I was just trying to gain some altitude and test all my things before I decided to go out of sight and long range. I didn't want anything to happen, and I would always check all the possibilities to make sure I did everything correct before I decided to go. Okay, we're gonna start going now. We're gonna test return to home any minute. test return to home. Turn to home. Try this again. Looking for a heading of 220 degrees. On the left ladder, where it says 45, that's actually my speed in kilometers. So right now I'm doing about 44 kilometers per hour, which isn't too bad for a nice climb out, and only burning 8 to 9 amps. Double check. Good to go. Stability node. Keeps it nice and level. Perfect. Okay, let's keep our climb going and our heading. Wind up here. Let's put it in manual to see how much it really is. Here's manual mode. I like stability. 1.5 kilometers away. The right ladder scale indicates the altitude, which is also in meters. Okay, we're 2 kilometers. Our video is getting very jumpy. Here's the high school. The top right of the screen indicates the satellites and RSSI. I have 13 satellites and my RSSI is kind of, it's inconsistent. I'm not really sure why. I was thinking maybe because on the airplane I use a turnstile antenna, but my transmitter antenna was a little vertical during the flight, which I didn't really notice at the time, and it actually set the failsafe off, which you will see in just a minute. Called Tyler FPV. At this point during the flight, I was a little unsure what was happening. I'm thinking because my Yagi antenna only has a 30-degree beam width, which is very, very small considering the high gain that it has, I went a little too far off to the side and I kind of lost range of the antenna as well as a RC link due to the RSSI issue with the differences in polarization. Okay. Right off to the left is a target heading of which the autopilot will try to follow to track its way home. So right now it's looking for 348 degrees to find its way directly towards home. So is our RSSI. I think it kicked in the failsafe at the last second. Okay. So it's going to maintain 220 meters high. The bottom left corner displays all the battery information I would need. It shows my volts of my 4-cell pack. It shows how many amps I'm pulling, and it also shows the milliamps I have burned. Right now I'm running a 4-cell 5000 milliamp in my SkyWalker, which seems to give me about 50 minutes of flight cruising around, but I could probably stretch it out to over an hour and a half if I really tried.
Perfect. Okay, I'm just messing with my RSSI. I'm watching it. Right now my ground antenna on the transmitter is vertical, and here comes horizontal. Oh yeah, that's what I need. Polarization is way off. Okay, that's good to know.
My autopilot's return to home system is very unique. When it comes within 500 meters of home, the system will automatically descend to my safe altitude, which I have set currently at 125 meters. It'll all do this while maintaining my preset speed of around 45 to 60 kilometers per hour and still fly the home heading. Right here, it is at 500 meters away, and as soon as it hits 500 to the point, it'll drop down to my safe altitude. You can see where it's indicated in the top right where it says 125 meters. That's where it will descend to.
I'm just gonna glide a little. Let's try return to home in here. Return to home. Pitched up. It's giving it power.
Right here, the autopilot will climb to the safe altitude preset to 125 meters.
It's climbing at 125. Okay, it's just about there. Speed looks about right. And it's coming home. Okay, it's just passing overhead. It's a nice highway out there. Alright guys, just don't forget to comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.